Hey guys, I'm Niraj Patel and welcome back to my channel. I'm a third year medical student from Noma Medical Education and Research Institute Silvassa. Today I'm going to show you the which books you should refer in the second year MBBS. So in second year we have three main subjects, that is pathology, pharmacology and microbiology. Starting with the pathology, the standard book usually refer for the pathology is the Robbins, but it is a little bit tricky book and quite take time to understand. So what I suggest and what I studied for my pathology is the textbook of pathology by Harsh Mohan. Now this book is really precise and it have histological diagrams as well as the H&E photographs of the pathological organs. Now while studying Harsh Mohan, I used to make notes from this book. Also I used to make diagrams, the H&E diagrams along with it, which really helped me in the examination time. Now if you don't have habits of making notes, then we have another solutions, that is the other book. It is an exam preparatory manual for undergraduate pathology by Ramdas Nayak. It is also a really good book. So for the students who don't have a habit of making notes, I would really suggest you this book, Ramdas Nayak. It have really easy diagrams to flowcharts and really understandable book. That's the two book for pathology. The next subject we'll see is the pharmacology. The pharmacology standard book is Katsung. There will be two books I will suggest for pharmacology. The first book is really beautiful book, Essential for Medical Pharmacology by K.D. Tripathi. Now, K.D. Tripathi, it is a great book. The only thing for this book is it will take time to get familiar to this book, to understand this book. So for that, we have another book, Pharmacology for Medical Graduates. So Shanbag is a really simplified book for pharmacology. So what I would suggest you that what I did, I studied this both book together. So what I would suggest is that at earlier stage you should study by Shanbag. So it will give you idea about the pharmacology and make you familiar with the subjects, and that will help you study and understand the other book, K.D. Tripathi. You have different classification drugs, which is very important for the exams. So it is very well given in the K.D. Tripathi. Now for the pharmacology, I used to make these flashcards. So how flashcards are useful? So while studying, I used to make flashcards. It is of classifications of different drug classification of different disease and all. So how this flashcard helps is that it will helps you in doing last minute revisions. Like at last moment before going for exam, you would not be able to study a whole book, revise a whole book. So that's where flashcard comes into action. So you would be able to revise each and everything in a really good way, and it makes you take interest in the subject too. So I would suggest you to make flashcards, not only for pharmacology but for all three subjects. So these flashcards were really helpful for me. Okay, then now the last subject is the microbiology. Now I would say that in second year the whole microbiology roams around this and this only book. It is Essentials of Medical Microbiology by Apurva Shastri. Okay, so now this book, Apurva Shastri, is very well formatted book. So now as the format have changed for microbiology, we have to study microbiology system wise. So it is very well given in this book, and also parasitology is included in this book. So it really made it easy, and I would suggest you this book for medical microbiology. There would be no other book for microbiology rather than Apurva Shastri. Now, as we know, our clinical posting starts from the second year. So we have surgical postings, we have medicine postings, we have OBGYN postings and PSM postings. So there are some books for the medicine, gynec and surgery. These are clinical bedside books. For example, for medicine, we have the book P.J. Mehta. Okay, it is a practical medicine. It is a very good book. This book will help you in history taking, the importance of history taking, the general examinations. Also there are descriptions about instruments and the radiology, even the treatment and many other things. So for the clinical postings of the medicine, I would suggest you this book, P.J. Mehta, Practical Medicine of P.J. Mehta. Now for the surgery, we use Clinical Surgery, Manual of Clinical Surgery by S. Das. Now, this book, similarly, it will be very useful for history taking, the importance of history taking, the point of history taking, the importance of the points of history taking actually, which is very important in the second year, and also the general examination. It is really helpful for the examination of ulcer to swelling and different parts of the body. It is very well given in this book along with diagrams. So for surgical posting, you should use as thus. Now for OBGYN, I don't have the book actually, but I used the PDF, which is DC Datta, bedside OBGYN. So you will be having a format of history taking in that, the importance of history taking, the general examination in OBGYN. It will also have the antenatal and the postnatal studies. For PSM, you can use the K Park or the Vivek Jain. There are two books, but for me, I used to make notes for every posting, so that helped me in the clinical posting examination at the last. But Park and Vivek Jain both are very useful. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.